The rookie from Ohio State. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hit and holler, and it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Down to about the 32.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And we'll get about a 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 3.
Here we go, Jack.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll try the air now with Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
Better.
To the right side and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out there.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Ravens.
They go play action with Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 29 yards. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's to his running back, Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watson. He gets this into the hands of Judkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Watson now to throw. This is caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the Ravens' 1-yard line.
They'll run for the gun. It's Jenkins. And he barrels his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshawn Judkins punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman, 32 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these 2 clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
He'll try to do it himself. Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
A first down carry for Henry. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Browns' 22-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
60 Bearcats. Ready? 7 Tigers. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Watson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
Here's second and 10.
Ready?
An inside run with Jenkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Watson off play action. And on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Come on. Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk set. 19. Tiger 19. Ready?
From the gun on third, Watson. Now he's going to step up and run. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time,
People
the
better not
pressure was
act like
starting
they
to close
forgot
in.
who
They
Deshaun
just
Watson
got to throw
is.
this one away.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over.
That was nasty.
30-yard line.
It's a turnover.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing
that was
route here,
nasty.
and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too
don't hate
early,
that blood.
sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused. And here, he throws it into coverage and gets it
That was
intercepted.
nasty.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Open man, that's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
To throw again is Jackson.
Dang.
It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready? 60 by 6, 60 by 6, 60 by 6, 18, 5 in. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now Watson. As he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
60, here we go, here we go. 70 Lions.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now Watson throws another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far as they begin the third quarter.
Damn, this nigga can't throw.
Looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A give up the middle, Jenkins. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Once again, Jenkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Lonnie Hickman burying him short of the sticks for a loss there. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Nigga just try to play me.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going to
Damn, get off the way, blood.
All of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to rush after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Now it's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A give. Here's Jenkins. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw, Watson. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
That's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 15-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Come on, come on. Go street. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready up.
Here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the middle. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he takes this one back into the So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown.
You got,
and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
oh yeah.
Felt like this defense
You
had a read on what was
you
going on the offensive side of the ball.
you learn how to do that shit though.
And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
A try here for the extra point.
Yeah, see, a lot of niggas can't do that, blood.
Boy, the tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Niggas don't got them type of
So they throw the
skills.
pick six, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
You just getting used to how I play.
And the tackle going to be made right there
You
at
said
the
me,
25-yard line.
Shut these
The
boys
Baltimore
down.
offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Why you lead a party?
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Riggs.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 19 Wyatt. Go.
They'll look to throw here.
He gets this into the hands of Jenkins.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction almost. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards.
And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the...
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
26. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed
on
the 40-yard line.
What you on? Why you lead a party? On blood, you did. No, you not, dude.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it.
You on X in another party then? No, he didn't, dude. Y'all in another party. I'm about to see what party y'all in. I'm about to see. Oh no, I'm about to see.
This intensity usually gets better as the game goes.
They want to see consistently. Watson now to throw.
He pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Let's go now. Ready.
Jenkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Browns have regained the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Sheds off the tackle. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They will start this drive with 4. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's 4th. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
Ready.
Watson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't,
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's caught inside the 30. That one a bad breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and goal.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner,